praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Ba'ashem Waka Kodash,
Kodash,
right? Double honors to the apostles and the elders are great minister that rule well. Peace and blessing to the brothers listening to in sincerity and in truth. Right? This is a piece of GMS Trinidad camp here. Right? Let's come together to the video concerning judgment. Right? Righteous judgment. Basically, because we have a lot of the churches just always talk about we're supposed to judge. Leave judging up to God. But if you really read through the scriptures, it says something totally different.
Right? So what most people don't understand, the Most High, this video was supposed to be done before, but Satan, so we come back together to do it again through the spirit and power of the Most High, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? So the thing about it, but most people don't know the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who the world ignorant call Jehovah and Jesus. He ain't gonna come down here and deal with the matters. You understand? He actually set up judges. So it's like what the brother was saying first time, it had the lower court and the higher court. Alright? Now we are the ones who basically set up to actually plead you people cases. Alright? And the Most High being the final judge. Before we go, somebody give me Malachi chapter 2. Malachi chapter 2 verse 6 and 7. Alright? Because we are the first people who are coming and hear the words of the Most High from. The Most High will not come down here like in the days of Moses. Alright? The people then wanted to hear the Most High voice because they say lest we die. Yeah. Alright? So we'll give me that real quick. Malachi 2, 6 and 7.
Malachi chapter 2 verse 6 says the law of truth was in his mouth and iniquity was not found in his lips.
Right, so that's talking about the Levite priests. Alright, the Most High actually set up the Levite priests because guess what? There are two people basically was in charge. They had the kings and they had the Levites, right? Or the priests. The priests would have teach the law and the kings would have been the ones to enforce the law. Yeah. Alright, that is how the land would have run good. But now these days, like in this system where they set up the school system, they don't teach you the law. So really and truly you just be committing crimes right through, and yet they'll come and they will basically terrorize you. Alright, but you don't know the laws of the land. Alright,
and what's the add on that too? It have laws of the land where they do enforce.
Yeah.
It has laws of the land that people do it and they don't even know they're breaking a law.
Can't.
It goes on to say, he walked with me in peace and equality and did turn many away from iniquity.
Right, so the priests would have been the ones to turn everybody away, most people away from iniquity, because every Sabbath, right, what the priest would have come to do was come out on podium or whatever and teach the people the law. Alright? Would have teach the people the law, right? The laws of the Most High and what to do, what not to do. Well, that is it. 6 and 7.
It says, verse 7, it says, for the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth.
Yeah, and right about now, we are the ones who, guess what? The law is in our mouth. Right? The Most High put his words in our mouth. So we come like the lawyers. Alright? We come in and we showing you people the laws of the Most High. Yeah. And you people actually have a chance, right, to actually repent, to turn back to the Most High, because guess what? You don't want to go to the final judge. But if you go to the final judge, judge comes from the Greek word kritikos, which means to criticize on the law. And if we criticizing you people from the law, right, and saying if you do this is death and this is the punishment you're going to get, when you reach the final judge going to say, when I send forth my servants, the prophets, or the lower class judges, alright, you didn't want to hear you continue any wickedness, your last judge going to be death. Right? Because sin, the wages of sin is death. Alright, and you didn't want to change. Alright?
These Judges chapter 2, start from verse 11 to 16. It says, "And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of Yahweh, and served Baalim. And they forsook Yahweh power of their fathers, which brought them out of the land of Egypt, and followed other gods, and the gods of the people that were round about them, and bowed themselves unto them, and provoked Yahweh to anger."
Right, so we are the ones going back into Exodus 20, verse I believe verse 5 was the first, where he says, "You shall serve no other gods." Alright, especially Baalim goes back to the Lord of the people. Alright, and the Most High, he ain't God of all people, he's the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Alright, so we are the ones who come in and tell it to the Lord, "Thou shalt have no other God but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai." Right, Deuteronomy 6 verse 4 says, "Shema Yashrala Yahweh Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Achad," which means, "Hear, O Israel." Right, that pen clean, right? It says, "Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our power, or Yahweh our God is one." Alright, so that is the first of all laws. Right, "Thou shalt love Yahweh thy power with all thy heart, thy soul, thy body, and mind." So you're not supposed to have any other gods but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You people, you worship Jesus, Allah, Shiva, Ganesh, Ganesh, Vishnu, right?
And that is the reason why the Most High set up these judges, to lay all the order going off. Right? That is why we had to come out here and judge, to lay all the order going off.
But even so, if I may say, that is why the scripture say, "Spare not, cry aloud." You understand? Because the judges that he set up in Israel had to let the people know that they're going off. Right? If I could bring this quick precept, it's saying it's saying Deuteronomy. Yeah, in Deuteronomy 31 and 21, "And it shall come to pass, when many evils and troubles are befallen them, that this song shall testify against them as a witness." That song is really the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? That is how Israel will know that they're going off. Because when we out there on the highways and byways, why it is these tutors just want to scoff, and why it is they just want to get on to it, because the law cutting them. You understand? Go on.
If I could say this, the other thing that say, well, it might get thinking about it, that's something chaos.
Or have chaos. Or that chaos.
But basically what I say is, without the law, you have chaos. With the law does bring his order. You understand? You can't have a society running around without laws. Right? And so it will just be chaos. So by not keeping the laws of the Most High, hence the reason the world in the state that it is in today.
Hey, and Salah, don't mean to cut in his speech. The same video that I told all that I saw today with the movie where it had two women together, right? Two lesbians, right? And they had 3 children. And this was the first point that I saw in it really and truly. It's showing you that lesbianism makes no sense, and that homosexuality is basically just nastiness. Even though they didn't show, well, 2 men now, but basically they didn't show 2 men sexing each other. What they showed was these 2 lesbian women, they was actually missing dick. Alright? And in the video, each one of the women, they had sons, and one of the women, but she had a son and a daughter. Each one of these women actually sexed the stepson. Alright? And going down into the movie of the cases where they keep on showing, alright, is that guess what, the missing dick. Alright? Why we ever leave off dick? The missing dick, because we don't actually dildos, all of these kind of things.
Symbolizing our man penis.
Exactly.
Since they do like man, so must find some fucking other way to use of themselves. Instead of using symbol as our man penis.
You understand? But it's to show you that, chaos, because the laws of the Most High actually forbid these kind of things. Alright, it forbid these woman with woman. Now if a woman, right, keeping the laws of the Most High, guess what? She realize, hey, dick is the dick. Alright? Dick is the dick. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, back in Judges 2 verses verse 12, it says, verse 13, it says, and they forsook Yahweh and served Baal and Ashtoreth, and the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of spoilers that spoiled them, and he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemies.
Alright, so guess what? That is exactly what happened to us in slavery, and that is going to happen to us again. Right, you Negroes and Latinos and natives, you people are going into captivity again in the sense of FEMA camps. Alright, because you forsook the words of the Most High Yahweh through the prophets, the judges. Some of you people going into FEMA camps where they're going to torture you, torment you, or forward the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, going to be forced upon you. And when it is forced upon you, an ICBM nuclear missile is going to reach you. Alright, or total death. Alright, that is the consequence. The wages of sin is death. Alright, and we criticize him from the law. Go ahead.
This is
Salakia. Go ahead.
Let's have it. Right, verse 15. I'll stop it on 16. It says, whithersoever they went out, the hand of Yahweh was against them for evil, as Yahweh had said, and as Yahweh had sworn unto them, and they were greatly distressed.
Yes, so basically you people going to be cursed. Alright, because guess what? You cannot turn against the hands of the Most High. Always bring the topic like a father in your house. If it is that you disobey your father rules in your house, guess what? You're going to cut your ass. Basically you're cursed. What's the word I'm looking for? But basically the promise of a cut ass will be upon you, which is going to be a curse, because that is nothing good. A curse basically is nothing good, wishing bad upon you. Alright, go ahead.
Right, that's verse 16. It says, nevertheless Yahweh raised up judges which delivered them out of the hands of those that spoiled them.
Yeah, raise up judges, right? Or I think if you go into that, is judges, gods or powers, right, that will deliver you out of their hands. And guess what? They would have like David or these kind of people, right? Samuel, they were teaching the law. Samuel was basically the last judge, and he would teach them the law because he was also a priest. You understand?
This is Romans 4. I read 15. Because the law worketh wrath, for where no law is, there is no transgression.
Yeah, where there is no law, there is no transgression.
Very much.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so where there is no law, there is no transgression. Right? So it has certain things like, alright, it have a law against eating pork. It have no law against eating chicken or lamb. It has some people, they might well be vegans or vegetarians or whatever the case is. They don't have no law against that. You could go ahead and eat your veggies. But you, like these Rastafarians, me not eat no dead. Me not eat no dead. You understand? Bullshit. If you see me eat a piece of chicken, you will think. You understand? And you're talking about jack herbs. Right? Go back into the scriptures. Read with Noah. Right? You say the flesh, you shall eat it, for it shall be meat unto you. But the blood of the animal that you shall not eat, because that belongs to the Most High. So if you see me eating a deer or a chicken, whatever the case, so long as it's not an unlawful animal for me to eat, right? I am not sinning. Alright? Huh?
A lion don't eat grass.
Yeah, a lion don't eat grass. And UPA, good point you bring, because you always talking about the lion of the tribe of Judah. Alright? A lion don't eat grass. A lion don't eat herbs. Can. Right? Yeah, the scriptures talk about a man shouldn't is a shame for a man to grow his hair long, but you Rastafarians growing all your dead hair down to all your backside, whatever the case is. That is a sin. Alright, a man in pole hairs is supposed to have his hair up to a length. A certain length. His hair not supposed to be too long. Because that is a woman glory, not a man own.
Yeah. Thing that it is what I mean that is soya.
Oh.
And soya is a thing they use in pig fat to preserve it. You know? So when you think scripture say we defile bread among the heathen.
Can. Son. And you Christians, alright, the scriptures talk about one to them that call good evil and evil good. Alright, and you people, you don't know good from evil because you don't read the scriptures. All you do is just listen to your pastors and talking about judge. Don't judge and don't judge and don't judge. But the scripture say, hey, give me Matthew 7 now.
This is Matthew 7 verse 1. Judge not, that ye be not judged.
Somebody give me the 2 Ezekiel 22 and 1 and 20.
For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged.
Come on, John 7, 20.
And to you again.
Alright, so the same judgment that you're judging towards somebody, the same judgment will fall upon you. Alright, if it is that you doing something and you're telling somebody, don't do it, the same punishment will not come upon you. So we sense you judging. You can't tell me, hey, you don't smoking that thing, and when behind closed doors, you understand? You can't be defiling your body, alright, and telling somebody, alright, let me say you don't smoke, but you're doing something else to defile your body, like eating pork. You're defiling your body. Yeah, I know you are. Alright. When we sense you judging that person, but what judgment shall he meet? You understand that same judgment coming back upon you? Alright, go ahead.
Verse 3. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye?
Yeah, so you only see in your brother's fault. Alright, you only see in your brother's fault, but you ain't seeing your own fault. Go ahead.
But considerest not the beam that is in thy own eye?
Yeah, because you have a bigger fault than your brother. Go ahead.
Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote that is in thy eye, and behold a beam that is in thy own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye.
Yeah, because like you Christians, first of all, you know why I go touch on all it? I'll touch on all it in this sense. Alright? First of all, you people talking about don't judge, but yet you'll judge the LGBTI community. Alright? You people have no right to judge them. We have the right to judge them. Alright?
We are judges.
We are that's right. We are the judges. Because, alright, don't commit fornication. You people commit fornication by what? Right? Because some of you who really understand the full term of fornication, meaning an unclean act, alright, you people actually committing fornication under the Hebrew word zana, which means idolatry, adultery, and so forth and so forth. So when you're telling these people from the LGBTQI BCDEFGHIJK, right, that they're going off, you people going off too by committing fornication, alright, so that is why they themselves will actually pull certain things against you, but they cannot pull certain things against GMS. Where Yahweh Shai say, which one of you can convict me of sin? If you don't know the law, then you don't know where is sin. So nobody cannot convict anybody from Great Millstone with sin unless they see a certain law concerning something and we actually went off with that.
Because if I may say, the Christians, talking about the LGBT whatever,
yeah,
that they going off, right? Which they are going off, but all they eating pork, they not going off. You understand? All they sinning as well. You know? So yeah. So basically all they had to take the beam that is in all their eye before they could want to judge somebody else.
Can't come in the woods.
Yeah.
You people do not love the Most High. And love is keeping the commandments. Alright, women speaking in church, all these kind of things, you people committing fornication, so you can't tell these the sodomy or committing, you people committing fornication too. Alright? Yeah.
Next thing, these women and them, they go into church with the periods on them. You understand? And if it was up to the Christians, to carry this judgment across, judgment would have never been carried across.
Hey,
you understand? Because all the scriptures say they doesn't want to judge in a city without just judgment, without being judged in a city. The city will go to chaos.
That's right.
You must have judge. You must have laws.
Exactly.
And they say that the laws and them they done away with.
So henceforth.
So what we going on? Waiters keeping me in line.
Wait have a judgment day for. Because alright, you telling me like Pastor Creflo, he was even saved from the Big Ten, meaning what he could do what he want. Satan wanted to keep the law. So if Satan wanted to keep the law, then Satan is a fucking righteous man. Alright? And I'm not excusing the language, the reason why. If I wanted to take away Creflo wife from him, that means I could covet. If I wanted to murder Creflo, that means I could do that. Because what? That is a law, the commandments. Law, statutes, and commandments. When you look up the word, each one of them is laws. Statutes. Right? The word statute means a standing law. A law that should never be disannulled, or whatever the case is, it will always be there. Commandments, all of those are laws. All of those are commandments. All of those, well, some of those will actually be statutes.
Yeah, you are. But the Christian community does only enforce one law. Tithes and offering. That is a force that law.
That is a statute for them.
No?
And why they enforce that law? Because that law could get them rich.
Yeah,
that law could get them to have the Beamer and the Mercedes Benz and the big house and wherever.
Plane, private jets.
Yeah, that's
hey. And to share, them using the law when it's convenient to them.
Yeah.
It's very convenient. Hey, now that time we had all the time they saying, hey, dealing with the law done away with. Don't judge. But the LGBTQ association, whatever, come about. Now they fucking step up and want to judge. All of a sudden, all the judges.
And you know the little part too. I wasn't hearing them standing up there and playing and running around and protesting and doing that bullshit. What I was doing when I was seeing homosexuals walking up and down, free as a bird. What I was doing, what I was protesting and saying, I wasn't saying shit. In their own congregations are homosexuals.
Because what did I say in the congregation? Come as you are. There's a faggot. Come as you are.
That is the only thing I never see. In my short time on the unit here, I never see a reform homosexual. Never see a change one.
God.
I know.
Yeah, because basically the commandment was set up for them, which is death. You understand? The commandment was set up for them. From the time you look into enter, you as a man looking to enter into another man. Death for you,
Nastiness. This is Mark 13, verse 31.
I was saying, from the time a man looking to enter into another man, death for you.
And we used to before, you never see a
reform homosexual. Somebody that was a homosexual and changed life around and going straight.
So who went down with Sodom and Gomorrah? Anybody from the fucking lip?
No.
Everybody they get destroyed.
Done.
Except Lot and the daughters, because there was another, you know?
Yeah, righteous Lot. Righteous Lot.
Yeah, they actually no fact by you want to be American.
Yeah, because what they're saying today too, even these big Muslim in here saying that too, that wherever a man doing in the privacy of his own home is his business, that's bullshit.
Yeah, Muhammad was fucking gay, no Muhammad
that's bullshit. Because if a 13-year-old girl in my home and neighbors see that they're sending the police,
yeah.
why police going into people's home and looking for drugs and looking for drugs and guns and so forth, if what you're doing in your own home is your business?
Exactly. That's a very valid point. Why having my house is my business, so you come in and break down my door for? You understand?
That is to say the law again convenient to fucking them.
This is Mark 13. Every time I get on this, I bite my person. Mark 13 verse 31. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Alright? Words, right? The most high words ain't gonna pass away. Right? The Hebrew word for the word or promise is the bar. Alright, so mean what the Most High promises is not gonna pass away, which is the law is also a promise. Alright, so the Most High laws ain't gonna pass away.
You the Hebrew for the word law?
The Hebrew for the word law, Torah.
And it means that it will stand.
Can. Right,
forever.
The law shall stand as everlasting and eternal covenant.
Can.
Alright. So while you know we did the video with our camp leader Makazar with the law. Alright, and basically how the Most High, his laws will stand, but Esau laws changeable. Alright, then it's not righteous.
Because they moved the buggery law.
They removed the buggery law.
And I never see the removing a law. I never see the how they say the enforce.
Yeah.
Because I never see two homosexuals going and get locked up for buggery. I never said I didn't even know that law. I didn't even know. I was ignorant of that law.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, you heard that.
basically Esau is a bulla. That is why he will remove that law. You understand? To continue in folly. That is why what he end at this place where
Habakkuk chapter 1 and 4, it says, therefore the law is slack, and judgment does never go forth. Yeah, so Esau law is slack. Alright? And hey, he be any ruler of the world right about now, and the laws of the Most High in his hand, right? He make the laws of the Most High slack, so righteous judgment don't ever go forth, right? For the wicked that compass about the righteous, Esau compass against the Hebrew Israelites, right? Because we are the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded. Alright, that is why you'll see a woman, alright, the child belongs to the man. But you know, as the brother was telling me today, alright, the child living with the fucking father, you know. The father doing everything but still have to pay 300 in the court every week for the man to mind the woman basically, because he don't mind in the child.
wickedness.
That is wickedness.
That's why when all hell break loose, okay, if you're left fucking woman, you're left heavy off.
Man, when I'm go back to the natural state. Alright, go ahead and piece of
this Romans chapter 3 verse 20. It says, therefore by the deeds of the law there shall no flesh be justified in his sight, for by the law is the knowledge of sin.
Yeah. Alright, so like the law of the land, according to the law of the land, you will know you commit a crime. Crime and sin is basically the same thing. Alright, so if it is you know that, guess what, smoking weed is a crime or is against the law of the land, and you still going ahead and do it, is a jackass. Alright, now the same thing with the laws of the Most High. You go ahead and break the laws of the Most High, right, is a jackass. Alright, it's basically the same thing. Alright, but you know the judgment of the Most High by the law. The law is the judge.
If I could say this too, if in the law books it is removing that law for a criminal act to be portrayed in the open, or just to be portrayed. What kind of is that? Because that was supposed to be a crime, the removing criminal acts and allowing crime to go on.
Like with weed, you know how long they asking to decriminalize weed, and weed is something that has grown on the earth, that is something natural. But homosexuality ain't something natural, and they decriminalize buggery. So why not decriminalize weed? A woman does see she period and is able to get pregnant at the age of 12, 13, 14.
That is natural.
That is natural. Why not decriminalize the underage where you call it ball? Put a law against that. You see why we can't, no winner, but you see why men are the hopefully like
if they catch you having sex with that 13-year-old or a 14-year-old, you know, they get up to 10 years in prison.
10 or life. 10 or life. According what I get to understand from my brother, a man who I know in the world think that is actually like minus certain years from your age to hers, but according to whatever the situation is, they could get your life. They could get your life in prison for something that is natural.
So talking about that, Salaka, talking about that, I read in the papers today, and 68-year-old man, 68? I think it's 68-year-old man raped a 77-year-old woman, and they hold him, and he was begging for mercy. They jail him. I can't remember how much years he gave him jail. Trinidad. At Elamite. I say that woman. I said, what?
That is prehistoric rip.
You go and do time, go and get something. Go and get 14 years.
Because that is basically Salakia. But basically that is to show you the law of the land. It's not really the laws to follow. The laws to follow is basically this book. Right? Let me just bring out this precept here. This is in Galatians 3 and 10. For as many as are of the works of the law are under the curse. For it is written, cursed is everyone that continueth not in all things which are written in the book of the law to do them. You understand? So basically, this book is really the laws you have to follow, because the laws of the land will cause you to err. You understand?
Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse, I'll start from 1. It says, moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, now, thou son of man, wilt thou judge the bloody city? Yea, thou shalt show her all her abomination.
Yeah, alright. So, guess what? The Most High set up judges. The Most High actually set up judges. You people are always saying what? Don't judge. Only God could judge me. Only God could judge me. But this is where the Most High now asking Ezekiel to judge the people. So guess what? The Most High set up judges here. But the thing about the judges here now, the judges here will actually tell you what is wrong from right. Alright? According to the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. According to the word of God of the Bible. Alright? And the thing about it, when we tell you people, when we criticize you people, when we judge you people, or discriminate as some people just want to say, guess what? You have a chance to repent. But if you don't repent, guess what? You're going and die. That is the plain talk. That is it. You understand? Give me the next one.
This chapter. This chapter.
Nah, good.
Judges chapter 20 and verse 2, it says, then came the word of Yahweh unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto the elders of Israel. Say unto them, thus saith Yahweh power, are ye come to inquire of me?
Yeah, you come to inquire. The Most High, you are the Most High judge. Judge you? Go ahead.
As I live, saith Yahweh power, I will not be inquired of you by you.
Yeah, the Most High ain't going and come and answer all the questions. You shall not You ain't going to inquire from the Most High. The Most High ain't not going to be inquired by you. You have to come to his rank. It come to the lower to the. You understand? It's an order. Alright, go ahead.
Right, verse 4, it says, will thou judge them, son of man?
Yeah, so he asking the son of man, will thou judge them? Right? Beginning with the lower class men and to Yahushai, then he father, go ahead.
Will thou judge them, son of man? Will thou judge them? Cause them to know the abomination of their father.
Yeah, so we cause you people to know the abominations of your fathers. Buggery, adultery, alright, idolatry. You Christians with all your folly, we judging you people, but we judging according to righteous judgment. Alright? Somebody give me 1 Corinthians 6 and 2. Alright, can't somebody give me 1 Corinthians 6 and 2.
This is Proverbs chapter 24 and 23. It says, these things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment.
Yes, it's not good to have respect of persons in judgment. We don't care if it's the blasted prime minister. We don't care if it's the poorest, right? We be judging according to righteous judgment. We don't know if no. That's his spirit.
God.
Nathan probably was poor, but he come and let even know he was on shit. Prophet Elijah, he had any house. Last time scripture said that he had to dwell in a cave, whatever the case is. You understand? But Ahab was what? A rich king. But he let them know he was on folly. The kings of Israel. Yep. Yahushai, he said the foxes are holes and certain animals are dead, but the son of man have no place to rest his head. And he made himself poor, but he judged both rich and poor. He judged both kings and he judged the rulers of the world at that time, the Romans. You understand?
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 2. It says, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Yeah, do you not know that the saints, the Israelites, shall judge the world? The Negroes, the Latinos, and the natives. But
and if the world shall be judged by them, if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matter?
So this is Bible speaking. Alright? It's telling you that man have authority to judge. We are the first judges. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the last judge. And the judgment going to be death, because guess what? 2 Chronicles 36 and 50. Word. The last episode. Word.
Yeah. She says, know ye not that the small judge, know ye not that we shall judge angels?
Know ye not that we shall judge angels? The messengers? Go ahead.
How much more things that pertain to this life?
So you telling me we can't speak against buggery? You telling me we can't speak against you adulterers who sleeping with other men and women? You women who sleep with an ex-man and you have your husband? Alright? You who have sex with periods and these kind of things, you tell them we can't judge the smallest matters, and we have the authority to judge angels in the time coming. Alright? But guess what? When the last judge, because the first judges judge you people according to the law, this is what's going to happen. Because the prophets are the judges. 36 and 15.
This is 2 Chronicles 36 and 15. And it says, and Yahweh of their fathers sent to them by his messengers.
Messengers, so messengers are the law. Good.
Rising up betime
before the evil times. Good.
And sending, because he had compassion on his people.
Yeah, love. Good.
And on his dwelling place.
Good.
But they mock the messengers of Yahweh.
They mock, you understand? So they didn't take heed to the law at our mouth. Good.
And despise his words.
Good.
And misuse his prophets, until the wrath of Yahweh arose against his people, till there was no remedy.
Till there was no remedy. You understand? So it's only death and destruction going to come. And that is the final judgment. Because we give you people the first judgment.
That's coming from the higher court.
That's coming from the higher court.
Can't.
Alright?
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 15, it says, Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment.
Right, unrighteousness meaning going against the law. Right? Righteousness coming from the law. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
Yeah, because our gift blinded the eyes of the wise. Right? So we don't give a shit about that. We don't care if you people want to put us to death. By the grace of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? So long as the Most High strengthen us, precious in the eyesight of the Most High is the death of his saints.
Scripture says, we gotta speak the word with all they hear, all they forget.
Life in the truth until death. Yeah. Right? So guess what? We are allowed to judge. We are the first judges before you reach to the higher court. We is the lower court. Alright?
That's right.
The scriptures even talk about going to the priest. No, I want to find that right. Just bear with me 1 sec. Someone talk.
Yeah, so we in lower court, you know, we passing the judgment. At the end of the day, the Most High, he's the final judge. You know, but we set up judges on the earth. Because I'm going to tell you something, you can't go to the king and tell the king so forth and so forth. The king have things set up.
People under him.
People under him to take care of these small matters. You know, with Jethro tell Moses, that bird was too much on you. Set up basically judges to judge you, but Moses was judging Children himself.
Can't.
Tell Moses set up judges that the burden will be so much upon him.
Like in that was the sergeant, that the corporal, that the lance corporal, that the sergeant,
the lieutenants.
The lieutenant down to the general, down to the listener. Understand? So
right? The last piece up here, right? Deuteronomy 17, I'll start at verse 9. It says, And thou shalt come unto the priests, the Levites, right? And unto the judge that shall be in those days, and inquire, and they shall shew thee the sentence of judgment, and thou shalt do according to the sentence which they of that place which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall shew thee, and thou shalt observe to do according to all that they inform thee, according to the sentence of the law which they shall teach thee, and according to the judgment which they shall tell thee, thou shalt do. Thou shalt not decline from the sentence which they shall shew thee, to the right hand nor to the left. And the man that will do presumptuously and will not hearken unto the priest that standeth to minister therefore before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai thy power, or unto the judge, even that man shall die. And thou shalt put away the evil from Israel. So if you ain't listen to the lower judge, the higher judge will kill you. Alright? Anybody else have anything else to say?
Because as the brother say, if you ain't listen to the lower judge, the higher judge will kill you. Right? So basically when the higher judge intervene, he don't want to hear nothing you have to say again. You understand? His sentence being carried out now.
because you're insubordinate.
Yes, the matter was called upon the indictable.
Exactly.
It was not called upon to plead.
Right?
Because the lower judge don't judge you according to the law of the higher judge.
Right.
And so basically we do that we breaking strongholds. They know that it's not unrighteous thing to judge. The lawful farmer and the judge.
All you
Righteous
homosexuals,
Righteous, one more piece of can.
all you homosexuals will die.
Like spirit make this that right, this is John chapter 7 verse 24. It says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. So it's not only about judging, but it's judging righteously. Right?
That's right.
And with that, we're going to give all praises
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Kadash.
double honors to the apostles and the heads of great nation and rule well. Peace and blessing to the brothers, especially in the spirit and sincerity and in truth. I did GMS Trinidad camp here, saying Shalom.
Shalom. Until next time.
Yeah.